Well, hello, and welcome to this week's tune-up tip, which is about fearless parenting. If you're a parent, you know how incredibly fear-inducing loving a child is, and how your fear mind, or your mafia mind as I call it, can come up with every scenario of horrible that could possibly happen to your child. So how do we get a hold of that fear and not pass that down to our children? There's lots of ways that you can do it, but the first step is to actually get really dialed into your style of parenting. Are you a catastrophizer? Do you tell your kids every horrible thing that could happen and how everything is dangerous? Do you? Think about it. Because that is giving the fear to them. It's just handing down that package and saying this is how the world is. The way that we look at the world is profoundly impacted by the way our parents looked at the world. I was lucky that my mother was very fearful, but she didn't hand it down to me. I never knew all of her phobias until I was grown up. She was afraid to drive on the highway. She was afraid of swimming. She was afraid of everything. So I wondered why we never drove on the highway, but she never talked about it, so I didn't know. My husband's parents were extremely fear-driven people. The world was dangerous. They were war survivors. And, I understand the reasons why, but he consciously did not pass that down to the boys. So some of you know my story. I met and married my husband 15 years ago. He was a widower with 3 teenagers at the time. So skipping the terrible twos, right, and going headfirst into the terrifying teens, it was an extremely scary period of time. And I did everything in my power not to let the fear that I was experiencing dictate the way that I treated them and how I acted. But it really required a lot of conscious work. So today I want to inspire you to bring your own fear about parenting up into your mind and really look at that and see, is your behavior dictated by that, or are you overcoming it? It's natural to have the fear. The question is, does it drive you as a parent? And are you doing a service to your kids if it does? So I hope you take a long think about that. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. So if you like this tip, please like it on Facebook and Twitter, circle back, drop a comment here. I hope you have an amazing week. And as always, take care of you.